Y'all, I am Mike Collins, Congressman Mike Collins. I'm just a good old boy that made a living in the trucking business. And like Trump, I've spent the majority of my career in the private sector. But I want to tell y'all something, and I tell this everywhere I go because I'm extremely proud of this. Y'all, I bought my ticket on the Trump train way back in 2016 before he was a nominee, and I've been shoveling coal and nonstop ever since. And after 9 years and one heck of a ride, y'all couldn't drag me off this train for the final 2 days for nothing. If I have to, I'll get out and I'll push that thing across the finish line, and you need to be in the same mindset. Because folks, guess what? It's time to go vote. So do not, under any circumstances, let anything get between you and you casting your vote. I don't care if you're a long-haul trucker or a long-distance runner. You didn't go vote early, you better show up and go vote Tuesday, because we need you. Now, if you want to be able to afford a house, you want a secure border, if you just want your kids to be able to go to school and just learn, not get brainwashed, if you want the most expensive vehicle you operate to not be the grocery cart, then go vote. I'll put it to you this way, easy. If you don't want your daughters competing with men to use the bathroom stall or on the volleyball team, go vote. Our country is crying to get back to the number one thing that Donald Trump said he would never get tired of. Winning! I mean, buying cars, going on vacations, buying houses, every American. Okay, brown, black, white, 2 college degrees, no college degrees. Trump's policies lifted all votes. Everybody was doing it. They're doing better than what they're doing now. You see, the media and the left, man, they spent 10 years brainwashing Americans. Brainwashing Americans into hating Donald Trump. I mean, a man that literally took a bullet for this country. But let me tell you something. Trump's not running against Kamala. No. Trump's running against a socialist, big government, control everything about you, woke regime. These people want to change the culture and the very fabric of our country. This regime hates Donald Trump, but Donald Trump loves you and he loves this country more than they hate him. Y'all, this thing's gotten so bad that they're killing the pets. They're killing the squirrels. They're killing the raccoons.
Free peanut.
Our government under Harris and Biden has become so out of touch with its priorities that it's broken. When they send in SWAT teams for Peanut the squirrel, but not the criminal gangs,
Free
when
peanut.
they send money to our foreign countries, but won't take care of hurricane victims, well, only Trump can fix this. Now we're going to do a few things. We're going to stop American families from losing sons and daughters to illegal, that's right, illegal aliens that are invading our country. We're going to stop the gangs. We're going to stop the fentanyl. We're going to stop the sex trafficking. Everything that these outside invaders are doing to destroy America, we're going to stop the destruction of this country with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance in the White House, and an America First Congress is going to have his back this time. You see, I'm out of time. At least I'm consistent. Y'all, I'm asking you something. Hunker down. Let's hunker down for these last couple of days. I need you to go do your part. I need you to make sure you vote make sure you take your friends, make sure you take your family to vote. Because Tuesday's the final battle. We are in the end game now. You go do that, we'll put Donald Trump in the White House. We'll increase our majority in the Congress. We'll flip that Senate. And by God, we'll take our country back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
So much. Georgia, sweet Georgia, this is our home. This is our home. That's right. As a matter of fact, I was born in Milledgeville. And I was a little girl in Macon, Georgia. We need to talk about our history a little bit. Let's talk about it. For the past 8 years, we have been through so much together. It's been quite a ride. Donald Trump, our former president, 45th president of the United States, has brought us on this ride. And it's important to recognize it. For years, the media and the Democrats have called him every name in the book. And they've called us every name in the book along with him. Never forget it was Hillary Clinton that declared we were all deplorable. And then they moved forward and they called us Nazis, and Kamala Harris called us Nazis. She called these rallies Nazis. Now, as the media and the Democrats have tried to tell America who Donald Trump is, we know exactly who he is because he was our president for 4 years. You can't lie. And you want to know what else you can't lie about? You can't lie to us about who Kamala Harris is either. We know exactly who she is. So we have 2 candidates, and let's talk about the past 4 years that we have been through. Never forget it was the Democrats that shut this country down during COVID. Never forget it was the Democrats who hurt people's speech. Free speech, they took it away. They shut down churches, they shut down beaches. They shut down playgrounds. They kept schools closed. If you're someone in this audience tonight, and it's your first time voting, you lost prom, you lost your graduation, you probably lost your part-time job, your sports and your activities were shut down, and that happened through Democrats, and it should have never happened. But moving forward, let's talk about what they did with full Democrat control in Washington, D.C. Under Joe Biden, under Kamala Harris, under Democrats controlling Washington. They passed some of the most horrific bills that I had to vote no on. As they lecture America about supposedly women's reproductive rights, I want you to know that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats passed a bill in the House twice that would legalize abortion to the day of birth. That is not a reproductive right. They are the party of radical, barbaric baby murder. That's right. This is not a party that's pro-women. This is a party that celebrates and promotes men pretending to be women coming into our bathrooms and our daughters' sports. This is not a party that is pro-women. As a matter of fact, this is a party that is destructive for women. And they have lied and lied to women in America, and it's wrong. And the right thing that we can do is to stand up for women. Because when we're standing up for women, we are protecting our women's sports. We are protecting our daughters from the lies of the left and protecting our sons. And the most important lie we have to protect our children from is the lie that you can change your gender to something else. These are the lies of the left, and these are the lies that they have told for the past 4 years. Now, I want you to imagine going forward if Kamala Harris were to become President of the United States. We would go forward in an America where you can better bet that trans men will become a permanent fixture in women's sports. We will go forward in an America under Kamala Harris's Department of Education where they would brainwash children to believe they can change their gender in every school in America. We would go forward in our country with wide open borders where under borders are Kamala Harris, they've already brought in tens of millions of people, tens of millions that have murdered Americans. Think of this, think of this. The Democrats in New York City went in and raided a home to kill a squirrel. They did, to kill a squirrel. Yet it was the same state of New York that let the criminal illegal alien go that came to Georgia that murdered our very own Laken Riley. That's who the Democrats are. Now, if we go forward in America under Kamala Harris as president, she's going to give amnesty and citizenship to all of these illegal aliens that she has let into this country. And I want you to understand what that will do to us. See, it's not just people coming in to try to live their American dream. The American dream that we should be fighting for is your American dream. And that's exactly what President Trump is going to do. But we have to do this on Tuesday. If we don't convince the people that still may not want to vote, if we do not convince them to go in on Tuesday and cast their vote for President Trump, then we are looking at a future that looks very dark. A future of wide open borders. A future of economic disaster. A future of high taxes. A future that includes World War III. And you have to always remember it was President Trump who brought world peace. They can't lie about that no matter how hard they try. Now, my fellow Georgians and friends and family who are here today, we have been on this MAGA train for a long time, since 2016. And here we are, we're seeing it come to an end, and I know many of you in the audience tonight feel emotional about that, just as I do. My first Trump rally was right here in Macon, Georgia. What? Years ago, and I can't believe that my last Trump rally on the campaign trail is right here in Macon, Georgia. And here's the message that you all need to understand. This is not the end. It's not the end. You see, President Trump is the father of our movement. He's the founding father of Make America Great Again. He's the founding father of America First policies that have turned the entire country and the world's focus back to how we should be governed. And we have a responsibility, at least my generation of politicians do, and so do many of my colleagues. You see, along with President Trump, when we elect him on Tuesday and put him back at the White House, right? We have a great responsibility to pick up this mantle along with him and carry it forward. This may be the last Trump rally in Georgia, this campaign cycle, but this is not the end of the MAGA movement. and the media that hate us need to understand we aren't going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. And here's the message that really needs to be understood across the aisle, is no matter the nasty names you call us, no matter how much you look down on us, no matter how much you want to lock us up and put us in jail, here's something you need to remember. You see, we're your brothers and sisters, your daughters and sons, your mothers and fathers, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, we're your friends and your neighbors. And shame on every single one of you for treating us the way you have treated us for the past 8 years. We are not garbage. We are not Nazis. We are not fascists. We are not deplorable. We're Americans and we love our country. And we love our fellow Americans.
USA! 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 USA!